Welcome everyone. I'm going to be doing a little Baccarat session. Starting with a $63 bankroll. My minimum bet is $1, and we're going to do first person evolution Baccarat, so digital Bac. I know some people are a little skeptical about it, but it doesn't matter because you're still facing all the same cards, same shoes, yada yada. So what I'm going to do this session is do what they call bead road magic. We're going to bet player every 6 hands on the first hand of every bead row. So
Banker wins.
banker wins that hand. We're going to now advance the next 5 hands. We won't see what the cards are, so we have no idea. If you wanted a card count and you think you're going to do it this way, you can't do it. It's just what it is. And we are going to martingale, which a lot of people don't like. And it is a risky betting strategy, but it also, has some of the fastest wins. So we hit that one. Instead of keeping the shoe going, we hit our 1 win. We got our 1 unit. We're going to hit this little broom underneath the banker prediction box on the right top screen. And we're going to start a new shoe. We're going to skip the shuffling because it doesn't matter. We get to choose where the cut card goes. And we're going to repeat the cycle. My goal was to get to, $100 in a session, but because this is going to be a new YouTube channel, it's only going to allow me a 10-minute video before it tries to do all sorts of other verifications that I don't want to do right now. So, all right, we bet on player, first win. We're going to start a new show. Give it a cut over here this time. And again, we're going to just bet player. This is going to avoid commission. And yeah, so I started with 63 as my bankroll because that allows me 6 martingales, and then I'm done. We won that one, so let's start a new shoe. If you lose 6 times in a row, you should probably stop for the day. Really, you should probably stop sooner than that, especially with this betting method, because 60 some odd dollars is a decent amount of money. And look at that, we won again. So now we just won 4 units altogether, so we're going to repeat. And I don't feel like the player is going to hit this time on the first one, so I'm actually going to just advance the hand right off the bat and give us a free draw. And look at that. So in an instance like this, you can either just start off with your initial base unit, or you can do what the progression would say. Like if you were to bet the first one, you lost. You could bet 2 this time. Just to play it, as safe as possible with such a low bankroll, I am only going to bet 1.
Player wins.
And we hit it. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and start a new shoe. And my normal strategy is player, banker, player, banker, banker. But a $67 bankroll is not ideal for that strategy. So we're going to just, run it from the beginning, see what happens. And my phone is having a very difficult time with the temperature outside and it being in my hand. We won that one, so let's go ahead and start a new shoe. I think I'm going to just go for another, hopefully 3 units, and hopefully it's really quick. I'm going to skip this first hand. Which I shouldn't have. But you never know. When you're skipping hands, you never know when your bet is going to hit, if it's going to hit there or not. Baccarat's a very fickle game. Every hand, the odds really don't change, no matter what cards are drawn and what have you. I'm going to actually skip this one too. All right. So I'm skipping hands that I shouldn't have, so I'm just going to restart the shoe. And we'll just go from the start.
Banker wins.
And we lost, but that's okay. So we're going to advance the shoe, or 5 more hands. get back to the top of the bead road, and we're going to double up and take a swing. Playing this method, you could probably do an Oscar's grind or Fibonacci, but then you have to get consecutive wins. And because you're not playing every hand, you're playing less hands, those strategies can leave you in the middle of recovery, not giving you enough time in the shoe to recover. So, me personally, I don't like those betting strategies with this system. We just had quite the player streak. So, let's hope.
Banker wins.
Oof. All right, no biggie. On to the next few. Now, the nice thing about this method is we're not paying commission on the banker. Banker always takes 5%. Once you reach a certain size, martingaling, you won't recover unless you bet more. So now we're at an $8 bet. A little scary. Yep, and we got it. So now we restart the show, a new show, and we start over. This is a very boring strategy. So if you get the urge to bet more than this on more hands and all that,
player wins.
It's probably a different strategy that you need to play because this is a very grindy strategy. It's one of the safest strategies to play. It can go sour quick, just like any strategy. It works until it doesn't. But typically,
tie.
You have at least one player hit in that entire, bead road, which we got to tie, so we're just going to start over because there's no sense in going through all that just to, find another hand to play. So right from the start, we're going to do that and see if we can get this win.
Player wins.
And we got it. Clearly, I did not bet. So, did I bet? Oh, I bet on a tie. Well, that was silly. Okay. Well, that was my bad. I'm not going to worry about that $1. If you hear any yard tools going on, my neighbor is doing his daily yard work, so I apologize for any of that background noise. And let's try to get this one unit back, and then we will call it for this video because we're nearing the 10-minute time limit. So we got one bet. I'm going to throw an extra 50-cent unit on there.
Player
and
wins.
There we go. We are now at 71.50 after about 9 minutes. So that was what, an $8 8-unit gain. So that's one of my strategies that I use, especially when I have a very low bankroll. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next time.